everybody. Reid here. I've been, for whatever reason, I've been allowed to take over the Royal Mountain Records Instagram here for some songs, and that's a tremendous amount of trust. I feel like I could have really wreaked havoc. If I was more technically savvy, I would. Who knows what I would do? I'm going to play a couple of songs. I'm in Toronto. That's the T is on my hat for Toronto. It's a city I like a lot, and it's real quiet these days. I like it better when it's a little more boisterous, but there's something about this that's kind of weird and interesting, but it's also quite miserable. So here we are together. This song I chose because the word Toronto is in it, and also the word Chicago is in it, and that's the last place I played a show. It takes so long, and you wait so much longer if you paint it on. Take on the colors and the race goes on. You hate one another, all failing strong like waves in water. Like waves in water. All I see falling tomorrow is these apologies. All of them wallow when the autumn leaves fall on Chicago. You can follow me, and I'll be Apollo, 'cause I'll be Apollo. Stay, don't leave, 'cause I got a couple of memories. They float in a bubble and they stay with me through oceans and puddles so faithfully, just waiting for trouble, just waiting and waiting. falling tomorrows, these apologies, all of them hollow when the autumn leaves fall on Toronto. You can follow me, you can fall on me, you can fall. Yeah. You know, it's funny to be playing to an Instagram. Like, you know, there are people listening to you, and then you're like, why didn't anyone make any noise? But you did. That's what the stream of hearts and stuff is. I'm seeing a lot of comments about Annie. Is Annie in there somewhere? Hard to know. I find like playing in this time, I get tired of my own songs, and I'm using other people's music to get me through a little bit too. And this is one. This is a little Neil Young number that I just can't seem to get away from. Woke up this morning with love in mind. It's raining outside, but my love still shines. Get me warm until my plane touches sky. And I've seen love make a fool of a man, try to make a loser win. But I got nothing to lose that I can't get back again. These man-made rules been holding back my love. Can't hold it back no more now. Church is long and preaching sex is wrong, but Jesus, where's nature gone? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Man-made rules been holding back my love. Can't hold it back no more now. Church is long and preaching sex is wrong, but Jesus, where's nature gone? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Woke up this morning with love in mind. It's raining outside, but my love still shines. Kept me warm until my plane touched the sky. Yeah, I can hear outside there's an apartment building behind my house, And there's this family on the, I don't know, like the 10th floor or something, and they every night they come out and they bang the pots and pans. If I wasn't here with you kind folks, I'd be doing that myself. But right now I'm just pretending they're cheering for me. I'm kidding. This is a tune that we released on last Friday. It's called Hold On, and I know that there are a lot of, like all of you, I've been reading a lot of stuff about how people are getting through this crazy madness that we're all living in, and I just can't imagine what it would be like to be one of the many people that I've read about who work in the healthcare profession and can't be with their families, can't be with their kids. I heard recently about somebody who has an RV parked in front of their house, so that they can sort of go home without going home. And so I just want to dedicate this tune to not just healthcare workers, but anybody who's helping us get through this and maintain some sense of normality through it all. And yeah. Well, it's hard to hear yourself think above the noise on our street. It's hard to cool down when your body just generates heat. It's hard to write songs when you feel like you can't even speak. Oh, it ain't hard to tell, you're the only thing I need. And I've been on the wrong end of too many a telephone call, trying to say too much and just ending up saying nothing at all. Until I'm pacing the floors and I'm bouncing my head off the wall. But it ain't hard to tell, this will all be well in the fall. If you can just hold on, hold on, hold on with me, 'cause I can only be so strong for so long without you holding on to me. And I'm singing yesterday's songs, wishing I could be with you tonight. And tomorrow my surrogate friends will say, hey man, are you alright? Oh, it's like everybody's eyes on the prize, but they all lost their sight. No, it ain't hard to tell, this is hell and it just ain't my life. And I'm tired of sleeping alone, tired of waking up here. And I'm tired of suppressing these same unexplainable fears. Oh, and I'm tired of believing I wasted my formative years. With a hand on your side of the bed, I remember the words that you said. Honey, it ain't hard to tell whose voice is in my head, just telling me to hold on, hold on, and you'll see so strong, so long, if you just keep Well, yeah, that's 3 songs, right? I can see there's a couple of questions down here. I'm going to try to answer them. Okay, this question from KS. What inspired you to write Hold On? Well, when I wrote Hold On, I was... I had just moved into to this apartment with my partner Claire, and maybe about a week after we had moved in, I found out that I was going to move to Los Angeles for several months. We hadn't even unpacked, and I had to go like right away. And so being in LA was tough, and being away from her in that sort of key time was tough. And LA, my apartment was this tiny little place. It was very hot. And so I just wrote that as a way to sort of get through, one of the many lonely nights. Do I prefer guitar or piano? I'm much more comfortable on the piano. I learned to play the guitar sort of, by necessity for when there were no pianos around. So I would say that I enjoy playing the piano probably more because I'm better at it. But the guitar is a beautiful instrument that I just need to spend more time with and figure out. Okay. Who have I been listening to recently? Great question. I always listen to a lot of my sort of standby favorites. Tom Waits, was listening to Rain Dogs yesterday. Bob Dylan, some of the basement tapes or the Telltale Signs. It's like Volume 8 bootleg series, I think they call it. Telltale Signs is great. Who else have I been listening to? I was listening to Arcade Fire's Neon Bible the other day. That was a good sort of feel good but sort of emotional run. When will I come to Europe? I would think we'd all like to go to Europe. Please listen to Taylor Swift and not just the one song No, I probably won't do that. Can I do more Canadian shows when touring starts again? Absolutely. It is a definite priority of mine to play more shows in Canada because this is my home and I like it. This has been, what else can we expect from Gemini? What is that? I don't know what that means exactly, but with any Gemini, you can expect a sort of mercurial quality, a polarity, you know what I mean? A duality. Do you write the lyrics or the music first? I think generally for me, every songwriter is different, but for me, I come up with like a line that I like a lyric line that I like, an idea. Sometimes that's how it's happening more often now, and then I sort of find a bit of a chord structure and I start humming to myself until the hums become words, and that's then it ends up being a song. I remember reading a Bob Dylan thing once. It was like he basically just turns songs over in his head until the melody changes, the progression changes a little bit, and then he puts some words to it, and it's a totally different song. So if Bob can do that, then that's sort of what I like. All right. Well, this is what I look like in a bonnet. Says something. Yeah, I guess if I was wearing a bonnet, it would look like this. a lot of nice hat references going on. All right, guys. Well, this has been an absolute blast, and I just want to say thank you to NPR World Cafe and to Rolling Mountain Records for allowing me to abscond with their platforms for a brief moment, and just want to say thanks very much to all of you for popping on and saying hello, and hope to play again soon. Okay, love you. Bye.